Do you have 2000 rupees notes with you? Those of us who don't have it are saved the trouble, but those of us who do have the note, well, the time to return the notes start from today. Yes, you can exchange or deposit your 2000 rupee note in the banks from today onwards. Last week, the Reserve Bank of India announced that it is withdrawing 2000 rupee note from circulation. Citizens can return the notes between the 4 months window till September 30th. But there are certain rules announced by RBI and SBI to streamline this entire process. Let us understand what are these rules, how you can deposit or exchange your 2000 rupee notes in this video today. Hello, my name is Aarti and you're watching HW News. Unlike the demonetization in 2016, this time there are no serpentine queues outside the banks. However, there are some teething troubles, initial hiccups as the first day of exchanging or depositing the junked 2000 rupee note kicked off. In some cases, there was confusion over the requirement of officially valid identity cards like PAN card or Aadhaar card and official forms. There have been complaints from some places that banks are demanding customers submit identity cards as proof, suggesting a lack of consistent policy across the banks. Some have reported that banks have reportedly refused to exchange notes altogether, asking people to deposit instead. Now, RBI Governor Shaktikanta Das in a press interaction recently had said that there is no need to panic or urgently rush to the banks as the window given to process is long enough. But ahead of the beginning of the process, people seem to be rushing to spend the currency either in markets or at petrol pumps or other retailers. However, due to inconvenience or hassle involved in the exchanging of notes, some retailers have stopped accepting 2000 rupee notes even as the junk note continues to be a legal tender. Even Zomato on its Twitter recently shared that since the announcement, 72% of the order payments have been made in 2000 rupee notes. Now, most people may not even have 2000 rupee notes with them as the share of the note in circulation has dropped drastically since the time it was introduced. But if you happen to have 2000 rupee note with you, here is how you can do it. There is a guideline issued by RBI. Let us discuss this one by one. Number one, you can exchange bank notes of 2000 rupees up to limit of 20,000 rupees at a time. This means that you can exchange up to 2000 rupees banknotes in one go. But if the same is done through business correspondence, then the limit is 4000 rupees, which means only 2 banknotes. Number two, another thing to keep in mind is that you don't need to be an account holder to exchange banknotes. A non-account holder also can exchange 2000 rupees banknotes up to a limit of 20,000 rupees at a time at any bank branch. Number three, if you happen to have more cash in 2000 rupee notes than 20,000 rupees, then what to do? Well, the upper limit of depositing is not a daily limit. You can deposit or exchange 20,000 rupee worth 2000 rupee notes at a time. If you have more, then you have to submit in different tranches. You can do it in the same day or over a period of time. RBI has said that 2000 rupees banknotes can be deposited into bank accounts and cash requirements can be drawn thereafter against these deposits. Number four, generally when you go to a bank to deposit cash, you have to fill out a deposit slip. But SBI has said that without obtaining any requisition slip as per Annexure 3, the bank clarified that people will not need to submit identification at the time of exchange. However, since the RBI has asked banks to maintain data on the deposits, some banks are asking people to fill out the forms. Number five, some major banks have their separate guideline as well, as RBI has not provided any universal guideline to all operating banks in India. Kotak Mahindra Bank has said that they are asking for form or ID proof for non-account holders. Axis Bank, Standard Chartered, Yes Bank and Bank of India said that they are not mandating any form or ID proof. HSBC and Federal Bank said that ID proof is required for non-account holders, but no form is required to be filled. Bank of Baroda has said that they don't require any form but need ID proof for non-account holders. ICICI and HDFC have said that they require all customers to fill forms, but ID proof needed only for non-account holders. Now, to make the process hassle-free, we suggest you first gather the information regarding what is the guideline issued by the bank where you intend to exchange or deposit your notes. Number 6. Some customers have also complained that few banks have refused to exchange notes altogether. So what to do in such case? Well, if a bank refuses to accept or exchange 2000 rupees banknotes, then you can approach the concerned bank. If the bank does not respond within a period of 30 days after the complaint, or if you are not satisfied by the resolution, then you can lodge a complaint under the Reserve Bank of India's Integrated Ombudsman Scheme at the Complaint Management System portal. Considering it's summertime and some regions are facing extreme heat conditions, RBI has asked the banks to provide for a shade for those coming to exchange the notes and arrange for drinking water facility. Also note that this entire process is free of cost. You don't need to pay extra to get your notes exchanged or deposited. Now, if someone asks you for money for this, then immediately report it to concerned authorities. That's all for this video. If you have exchanged 2000 rupees banknotes in banks today, please share your experience in the comment box below. For more news and updates, you can log on to www.hwnews.in.